I know that in Britain, you read To Kill a Mockingbird. This is different than the book that you read. It's different than the movie that you saw. But in writing it, I couldn't pretend that I was writing it in 1959, and I couldn't try to do a Harper Lee impersonation. I can only write the way I write, and I was writing it in 2017, 2018, around then. And just needed to take into account everything that had happened in the last 60 years, and particularly what was happening today. All an American playwright wants in the world is the validation of the British, okay? So doing a play on the West End is a very, very big deal to me. Now, the approach is no different in London than it is on Broadway. You know, the idea isn't to just do a Xerox copy of what we've got there and move it here. Bart and I see this as starting all over again, like it was a few years ago, our very first day of rehearsal back then. It's a brand new group, and we want them. We don't want them doing an imitation of what came before. The audience is an extremely essential component. They're not spectators. That energy is part of the experience, and that's why coming out of COVID, having that audience experience of a whole, 1,000 strangers, that shared experience, like I said, of everyone laughing at the same thing, silent at the same thing, crying, cheering at the same thing, there's nothing like it. And in 2,500 years, nothing has been able to replace it. You can't find that experience on Netflix. Theatergoers in the UK have bought tickets, and we've had to cancel it and put it back on, and cancel it and put it back on. And every time we've put it back on, they have stayed with us, and they'll be with us on opening night in March.